seen it coming. Lord, I know I felt some regrets. Now it's time that I start going down the road, heading back to home. So I gone and gathered all my things, said my goodbyes, started traveling. I'll take my time. Now I'm on my way home. There's a reason for everything, and now I realize that I'll be better off from here. Now I'm on my way home. You say respect's for the ages, and it's time to start the recoil. Jealousy's a wasted feeling I'll leave behind, heading for my home. Now I'm going 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 home. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the happy hour here on Studio Live today. That was my song called Home, and I haven't played that in a while, I don't think anyway. Yeah, I'm just checking the audio processing is all set up here. It's hard to get the balance right here for talking, but for also for playing. So I hope you are all doing well. That was my sound check too, so please let me know if the audio was too loud, soft, or somewhere in between. I'm trying to get the balance right because the last few weeks I've been clipping my signal, and that's no good. Clipping is bad, so hopefully we're not clipping here today. Thank you, Mary Sarah said impressive to start the show with that one. Oof, I know, came out of the gate strong, didn't we? Because this is our Be Cool happy hour. All these songs are going to be upbeat, lively, mostly kind of cool kind of songs. So we'll see how we go. Jade Star says the mix is great. If Jade Star says the mix is great, then the mix is great. So thank you for that. G'day Gary. G'day Jeff Brush. Tom Rochelle is here. Round of applause. I was going to say Freddie and applause. Round of applause from Freddie. Thank you very much for that. I've got Metallion here on board. We've got Bubba's here. I saw somewhere. We've got Ace. There's Bubba. Everyone's dropping on in. Yan. Hello to you, Yan. Patrick Chandler. Good to see you, my friend. Desolate morning. I think I've said g'day to everyone who's here, who's chatting. If you haven't said g'day, say g'day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words. Jim Sims says, live twice in 24 hours. Ambitious. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, Jim. But yeah, no, I do like to do some live, and this is my fun. This is an hour where we just get to hang out, have a beverage, and enjoy some music, hopefully. So today, I'm rocking the Furphy. So I normally have a beer while we have a bit of a play here. We're going to go the Furphy. This is in honour of the folks over in Victoria, in Melbourne. This is a beer that's brewed in Geelong. It's a very popular beer here in Australia. It's delicious. It's just one of those regular, easy drinking kind of beers. And yeah, folks in Victoria have had some rough times. They've been in a second stage lockdown, well, a fourth, whatever it is. They've been locked down. They've not been able to get out and about for quite some time. So shout out to Jade, shout out to any other folks, Derek, any of the other folks who watch these shows and are over in Melbourne. Hopefully you get some good news today. Fingers are crossed for you. Gary Hubbs has got some lager in his hand. Just cheers, and red. I did have the Coke beforehand, which I've still got on the go, but we're switching up to beer. So the tunes I'm going to play today, this is going to be all original. So I know you can all run for the hills now if you don't want to hear me play my own original songs for the next 50 minutes. But these are sort of going back in time. So that was a song called Home, which was actually from my first ever release. Sort of the second time around. So when I started this channel, when I started recording and releasing music, I released an EP called Recoil. And that was the fourth and final track on the EP. And in fact, the first track was actually going to be the track that I'm about to play now. Actually, it was going to be on that first EP, but it just didn't quite make the cut. And I released it as a single soon afterwards, yeah, it wasn't quite ready. It didn't quite fit the vibe of the EP, but it is the title of this particular stream being Be Cool. So I'm going to be playing my song called Be Cool. It is a fun song. The full mix is pretty cool because it's got some great drums by a fantastic drummer, Nicholas, over in Paris, and it's got some nice keys and bass. But we're gonna do the best we can here with the acoustic. So this is my tune called Be Cool, and it's about why we all need to be cool, especially now. Let's kick in. Well, there's just one thing you should know about me, and that's that I don't like people who don't like people too much. Some may say that it's really okay, and maybe some folks are just born that way. But every choice and decision we make is an opportunity to make a difference to someone, and whether that someone is someone you love or just a perfect stranger on the side of the road. Be cool to everybody you know. Be cool to everybody in the world. Be cool, cause one day you could need a helping hand. So be cool. Well, some people appear to be living in fear of the color of your skin or the people that you hang with, and people may say it's your choice to be gay, or you're living on the street cause you lack motivation. But if we all could just live and let live, and remember that our friends have a right to be different, instead of this hate we could just celebrate that we're living in a world where we all have a choice to be cool to everybody you know. Be cool to everybody in the world. Be cool, cause one day you could need a helping hand. So be cool. Be cool to everybody you know, to everybody in the world, cause one day you could need a helping hand. So be cool. Cool like Fonzie. Are you cool? Oh yeah. Be cool, everybody. Be cool like Fonzie. Although, yeah, don't be that sort of cool. Fonzie hasn't aged well. Have you seen Happy Days lately? Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. But yes, for the time, for the 70s/50s, Happy Days was a confusing show. Cheers, red. Let's have a bev. So that tune's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, just I wrote that in sort of a frustrated time where it's similar to another song you'll hear later. Spoiler alert, to my song "Your Opinion," where like I like people and I like people's opinions, but yeah, I go by the mantra of live and let live, and just you do you. Seriously, you be. Jade has a song called "Do What Makes You Happy." Yeah, if you're happy and you're not hurting anybody else, go your hardest. So that's what Be Cool is all about. That was cool. Thank you. I hope Be Cool was cool. Oh, we got Clearly Epic in the house. My buddy Steve. I'm actually catching Pete Johns live. I don't think I've heard from Steve. Steve is one of the moderators. Sorry, I'm breaching your secret identity, Steve. But Steve is one of the GarageBand users, admins over on the GarageBand users channel. 9,500 people in his care over on GarageBand users. And he's a Clearly Epic creator and pretty nice guy too, to boot. Yeah. How are you, Steve? Hope you're doing well. Let's continue on, shall we? Should we play another tune? Should we play another one? So again, we're going back over the history of what I've been recording. So the first EP came out back in 2016 called Recoil. That had the song Home, Be Cool. I released in 2017 as a single. And then what I did, so they weren't actually the first songs I recorded. I did record 4 songs that I wrote for my family. And I released an EP in 2018 called Family, which is consists of the 4 songs on that EP. So I'm going to play I haven't played these in forever. So this is a mashup of two of those songs. One is called Three, and one is called By Your Side. And these were written for my children, who at that time were 3 and 5. They're now 8 and 10. So yes, these were 5 years ago. Some of the first original songs I'd written in a very long time. So let's see how we go with this one. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we'll give it a crack. Um, and we'll play these. So this is Three and By Your Side. We'll have a bit of an attempted mashup here, and let's go. Let's give it a crack, shall we? Bit of reverb and do it. I know you're tired, well so am I. Feels like the week has passed us by. Started at 6 and now it's 8. How did I let it get so late? I know there's things that you don't know, like when I leave and you can't go. Please understand me when I say that you'll appreciate one day. There's one thing you always say that brings a smile and makes my day. 3 because you're 3. You are 3 because you're 3. 3 because you're 3. You are 3 because you're 3. When it's raining outside and the darkness is all around and you don't know where to hide, and you got something on your mind, doesn't matter what you say and doesn't matter what you do. Know that you will be in my heart, and I mean it triple true. I know it hurts sometimes, but it's worth it in the end. I know that sometimes you feel sad. That's what I'm here for. I will be right by your side. Doesn't matter what you do or say or be, and I don't even know, sometimes you see. I will be right by your side. No need to fear the darkness anymore, 'cause I'll be there just to lend a hand when things don't work out right. Two from the archive, from the vault, from way back in 2016, from the family EP, Three and By Your Side. So a little bit of context for a couple of those. For those who've had children, or who have children, or who know of children, have children in their family, the whole Three because you're 3 came out of my daughter when she was 3. Whenever I'd ask her how many of anything she'd want, she would say 3 because I'm 3. Which was fine when it was like 3 chips. But when it was like 3 giant chocolate bars, she's like, I want 3 because I'm 3. It's like, no, honey, you can have half. So that was written for my daughter. And then the other one, called By Your Side, was written for my eldest daughter way back when. So yeah, fairly special songs. And yeah, like I said, eventually, because of DistroKid, I released it as an EP because why not? Because unlimited releasing. Don't worry, I won't throw a DistroKid ad in here to the happy hour, but I do like the fact that I can pay one flat rate and release as much music as I want. So yeah, kicking it old school for sure. Do you have sad songs? I have a heap of sad songs. Today's the Be Cool happy hour, so we won't be playing any of the sad songs today. But yeah, I've got a couple of sad tearjerker ones. But yeah, we'll see how we go. So Jim Sim, hello, says, I've only been with you a short time, so I've thought of you as being into heavy rock. This song is surprising. It's my favourite of yours I've heard thus far. Well, thank you. Yeah, so I have lately I've been getting my rock roots back together, but for a while there, I was very much into the acoustic stuff and playing a lot of acoustic music like this one. Hello to you, Russ. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Good to see you here on board. Yes, and good interview, by the way, earlier. Jade interviewed Yale Aiden earlier today. So, yeah, you can check that out over on her channel. It was very cool. I didn't catch all of it because I had some other things on. But, if you haven't caught that one, go and catch up on the replay. That's the beautiful thing about being here on the internet, is that things that last forever. Hey, Dan, sounding excellent. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it. I'll drink to that. Cheers. Let me know what you're imbibing in tonight. You got a cup of tea, coffee, Gravox? Wait, what? Bonox? Metallion's always drinking something classy. Probably out there on the boat drinking a fluffy duck. That's what I'm gonna predict that Metallion. It was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday for yesterday. Drinking a fluffy duck. It's the only cocktail I could think of. Pina colada. If you like pina colada. No, I'm trying not to get copyright strikes today. Righty dokey. So, back in March of 2018, I started a challenge similar to my Songtember. It was kind of like a precursor to Songtember that we're doing now, and it was a song in a month challenge. And I wanted to write, produce, record, release a song in the 1 month of March. And I documented it here on the channel. It was my first big documented series, and I wrote a song called For the Birds, and it's still probably one of my favourite songs to play. It's a lot of fun. I'll play an acoustic version of it here today. The original version had some bird sounds at the start and the sound of the orchestra that rehearses in a hall near my house, and I was actually out there and I just recorded it with my phone, and that was the sound that started the song. I think it's actually an old Gershwin piece that they were playing. So if you want to dig that one up, if you go search For the Birds on your favourite platforms, just go to petejohns.com. That'll take you to all my music and the single version. The album version I removed it for, but the single version has that bit on it. But today we're going to play an acoustic version. Add a little reverb there. This is my tune called For the Birds. I need a big breath because this one has a lot of lyrics in a short period of time. So let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time I think about the things you say are true, it gets me thinking about the different ways we choose to spend our time. And I know that there are differing priorities, but it seems that yours are stuck in 1982. And all the things you worry about today, just leave behind. Just listen up and say it's for the birds. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. One thing you always say is look out for yourself. Nobody else is gonna keep you safe and make you satisfied. But that's something that I just can't come to terms with. You can keep yourself protected from society, and all the friends you dump along the way will all move on without you, and they'll say it's for the birds. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. It's for the birds. And if you open up your eyes, look around, you'll start to find that we gave up the daily grind. Something worse, pretending that you are much better than the other people, finding faults and things that don't align with what you want to hear, believing everything that you were taught when you were growing up. After all, your happiness is all that matters in the end, rejecting others for the way that they decide to live their life, denying every single fact you know that deep down is the truth. Intimidated, sad and scared is the reason reason for your pain. And now it's time to start again. It's for the birds. It's for the birds, people. So that was... Oh, I'm going to catch my breath. That was written as part of a song challenge by the Song Spark group. Shout out to my fellow members of the Song Spark Collective. G'day to Jason, to John, to other Jason. No, now I've ruined everything. Josh over there, and all the other guys and gals in the Song Spark group. That was a song where we had to use some found sounds, or maybe some nature sounds. So I found birds, and I wrote my song about For the Birds. In case you hadn't realised, my songs have a pretty similar message, don't they? This is the Be Cool one, and it's all about happiness. But the characters in my songs, they tend to be the people that I'm trying to talk to, and I guess vent my feelings sometimes, which is what we do. I need a drink. Oh. So that one is about about folks who again get stuck in their ways, and it's almost like there's one character that kind of rolls through all of my songs. Let's say it's no one person, by the way. People have tried to guess in the past. They're like, are you singing about this person? Are you singing about that person? It's like, no, it's a hybrid character that happens to instill all of the things that I dislike. So yes, that's where we get things like For the Birds. Red, yes, red indeed. Red. Whew. Yeah, I know. Oxygen, please. Yeah, as I get older and less fit, and I'm carrying my 10 kgs of COVID, I don't have the lung capacity I once did. I need to work on that for sure. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to a Italian. And to you, Mr. Desolate Morning. So weird. Some people I know, I know their actual name, and some people I don't. And sometimes I use people's names, and I'm like, oh, is that cool that I actually use your actual name, or do you want to remain anonymous? So yeah, I apologise if I ever do the wrong thing like that. Righty dokey, I'll just see if we've got anyone else. We've got some nice emoji works going on here. Dan says, what is your favourite song that you wrote? It's a toss-up between two. I'll be playing them as we go. So it's a toss-up between two songs. I'll let you know as we get to them. But yeah, I'll just say it here. Your Opinion is one, and the other one is Never to Blame. So we'll be playing both of them during this stream, and you'll be able to see which one's my favourite. Just because they're fun to play, and they're a bit of a fun style. German lager today. No fluffy duck from Italian. Going them German lager. There you go. Gary's going the beer. Nice one. Alrighty, let's kick along, shall we, and play another tune. What's next on my list? I did put this set list together. Here we go. Speaking of drinking, actually, this could be up there with one of my favourite songs that I've written. Definitely a fun song to play. A good drinking song. Grab your beverage, even if it's a glass of water. Grab your beverage. Get ready to rock as we play a tune here. All about drinking, and it's called Drinking With You. Goes like this. Used to thrill me. With a couple of pints I was happy to stay. But the truth is there's nothing that I'd rather do than spend some time drinking with you. Some people live for adventure. Some people need the bright flashing of lights. But I'd rather kick back on a warm summer's night and spend some time drinking with you. Back in the day I was eager to stray. Far away I like to roam. But now I will be where the beer and wine's free, here in the comfort of home. So the others may want to be different. Choose not to listen to all that I say. But while they're lining up just to get in the bar, I'll be sitting here drinking with you. Yodelay-ho, where do we go? Somewhere where they turn the lights way down low. Yodelay-ho, where do we go? I'd rather just call it a night and go home. call me a killjoy, as they wave goodbye saying you'll only live once. YOLO! But while they're drinking whiskey for 12 bucks a glass, I'll be sitting here drinking with you. I'll be sitting here drinking with you. So let's just settle in for a few. 'Cause I'm sitting here drinking with you. I say this every time I play that, but I'd love it if I played a pub gig and I close with that number, and then everyone's just like there drinking their, $8 pints, and then they're like, hang on a minute, I've got an entire case of beer at home. See ya, suckers. And then they leave, and then the pub owner comes over to me. He's like, you'll never play here again, or something like that. So we're into the section of the songs where these are from my 2018 album. So I did release an album back in 2018. Had For the Birds and Drinking With You on it. Album was called Selfish Aware. Yes, I know, clever play on words, Pete. Selfish Aware, and you can get it on all of the various streaming and purchasing platforms. Again, just go to petejohns.com. Simple way to find all of the links to where you can listen to my music online, and appreciate it if you like it, if you're digging what you're hearing. We'll go on to the next tune in just a moment. How are we for time? We're hitting the halfway mark, and we're about halfway through. Probably need to hit the pedal a little bit here. Thank you, folks. Yes, I like the applause and the drinks. I'll have a drink while I salute to you. Delicious. Yep, the Furphy is a really nice beer, actually. It's an ale. It says it's a refreshing ale. I'm feeling super refreshed right now. And I still need to find a beer sponsor. The problem is, if I reached out to a local brewery here and said, hey, want to sponsor a show, about 30 people come and watch it live, and a few hundred watch the replay, and they'll be like, yeah, great, all people in the local area? I'm like, no, so none of them can buy our product. No. Okay, thanks, see ya. So I don't think it would work. Maybe I need Budweiser to get on board, but then I'd have to drink Budweiser, so maybe not. Rightioki. So the other song, I did mention that this is one of my favourite songs to play. This is our character from For the Birds and from Never to Blame. He's back, and this is a song that is about opinions, and it's about your opinion, my opinion, everyone's opinion. And it's about the fact that sometimes people confuse opinion and fact at times. And I've started in 2020, I've started making sure I start all of my statements where I'm giving advice with in my opinion or in my experience, because that's all I got. I don't know everything. I'm not an expert in everything. So I have an opinion and I have my experience, but that's it. I don't know everything. So this is a shout out to the people who know everything. Know what I'm saying? This is the tune. It's called Your Opinion, and it goes like this. 2, 3, 4. Everybody talks too much. They like to hear the sound of their own voice echoing across the room, and it don't mean much when it's nothing more than your opinion. Everybody shouts out loud when there's emotion, but it doesn't mean a lot to anybody listening, getting up on your high horse. Make sure we all know your opinion. You have the right to say whatever you want. You have the freedom to express. But there are consequences to everything, so don't look so shocked when I call you on your should it be something that I need to say. Let me explain it to you in one more way. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and That's some physics for your friends. You have the right to feel whatever you feel. You have the freedom to be a tool. But when I call you out on your BS, don't be surprised. Now it's time to quiet down. Shh. We're sick of listening to the same old clowns, repeating what they said the last time round. I think we're done with your opinion. Already told us your opinion. There's consequences to your opinion. It might be wrong, but it's your opinion. Your opinion. Your opinion. Your opinion. Your opinion. Yeah, that's probably the song that, of all the songs, that's the one that I get probably the most heat about. Mostly from people saying, "Are you saying that people can't have opinions?" And I say, no. If you read between the lines, it's not saying that at all. It's saying that there's a difference between opinion and fact. And so, got you. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, there's flat earthers all around the world, and none of them like that song. Just saying. Sorry, I choose flat earthers because they're someone that clearly we can all get behind, like knowing crackpots. Yeah, right. Okay. Anyway, let's see. We've got a few. Try Canadian. Oh, we're talking about Canadian beer. Yeah, we're talking about how American beer. I'm gonna put you. What do you buy the joke? How is American beer like making love with a canoe? It's yes. Love it a lot. And all opinions are not equal. Yeah, I know. We could get into a big debate, couldn't we, about that? Oh yeah. Thank you all for being here. Let's continue on, shall we? I've got more songs to get through, more songs to sing about. Sorry, I'm trying to tell the story as I'm going along, but I'm getting distracted by people talking about beer and good beer. I do love Moosehead, a Canadian beer called Moosehead. We can't get it here anymore, but I've had it a few times and it's delicious and I like it a lot. So, Canadian beer for the win. So, again, those three songs, For the Birds, Drinking With You, Your Opinion, were all written around that 2018 period. They're all on my 2018 album. I then had a little bit of a hiatus. I was exhausted after recording and releasing an album, but I came back. And I actually came back in September of last year. Doing a thing called Songtember, which guess what? We're doing right now. If you're wondering why I'm doing an all-original show, it's because I've been so busy with my Songtember mixing that I haven't had time to learn any songs for this week. So I'm like, I'm going to play originals because hopefully I can play them okay. So this time last year, I wrote a song as part of the first Songtember effort, the first formal official Songtember effort, and it was called Hold On. And it's a song that I really like. I then remixed it and remastered it for my EP that I released called Maybe, which was last year's EP. And I thought I'd play this one here because it's a fun one to play. It is called Hold On, and this one's a more positive one. We're gonna head into some positive territory. This is more about how to have some resilience and the fact that we're all gonna have hurdles, we're all gonna have things that are gonna get in our way, but the important thing is to hold on because it's gonna be a long, long time. 2, 3, 4. Life is long and you have much time. You're in a rush and you don't know why. You want it all and you want it now, but you doubt your talent and you don't know how. Look around at what others do. Think it's easy, so why not you? But success isn't overnight, so if you want to win, you're gonna have to fight. Hold on, hold on. It's gonna be a long time. Hold on, 'cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hey! times when you might give in, thinking there's just nowhere to win. Looking sideways at other folks, thinking you're the butt of everyone's jokes. But there's one lesson that I've learned: when you feel that you can't return, that is that you should persevere, because you won't get it done by living in fear. Hold on, hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Oh, 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 oh. They say get rich, buy a car, a house, a diamond ring, but that won't really make you happy now. Hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, cause it's gonna be a long, long time. Hold on, it's gonna be a long time. Hold on, cause it's gonna be a long, yes, it's gonna be a long, and it's gonna be a long, long time. Whew. Written pre-pandemic, but could very easily have been written post. It was actually more about what I was seeing a lot in the music space, in the video creation space, in the basically a creative space in general, was that a lot of people were coming to me and they'd watch a few videos of mine and then they'd say, Pete, how do I get famous with my music? How do I get on Spotify playlists? And I'm just like, whoa, slow down. You're 18. You got time. I know it's fun. It's exciting, but hold on. It's going to be a long time. It's going to be a grind. Unfortunately, the media and the hype around these people that just like overnight success, you know what the reality of most overnight successes is? They take a really long time. They do not happen overnight. There was a Pantene ad here in Australia where Rachel Hunter said, it won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Sorry to my New Zealand friends, but it really did sound like that. And it was about Pantene. So yeah, songwriting and video creation is like shampoo. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. I think there's something in that for all of us, don't you? Oh, yeah. Alrighty, thank you. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Jade. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, Ross. Yes. And we will hold on for another song. How long do we hold on? I know. How long do we hold on? It's been a long, long time. Whew. Yeah, I know. We're there, but you know what? The other thing, I know it's going to sound like I'm in like a motivational seminar now, but the other thing that I try to focus on is what do you have control over? Focus on that. What do you have influence over? Spend some time on that. What do you have zero control or influence over? Yeah, maybe don't spend too much time on that. You might be pushing stuff uphill, as they say. Red or blue, have a drink. Alrighty. So on that same EP called Maybe, I had two more songs, and I'm going to play them. Do I have time to play all these? Maybe. We'll give it a go. We'll dive straight into this one. So this is a song that I wrote as a single first, and then it made its way onto the EP. The wonderful Jade Starr, who is here in the chat, provided the drums. I think it was the first song you drummed on for me, Jade, and now you're basically my permanent drummer. So thank you for that. But this is a song called No Apologies. Jade actually named it as well, because I couldn't think of a good name. And No Apologies is not mentioned in the song, but it is the kind of crux of the song. And I wrote this around the riff that you'll hear at the start. And yeah, it's one of my favorite songs. It's not one of my favorite songs to play because it's a little hard to play acoustically and to get the gist of. But the full version is probably one of my favorite of my songs. It's the one that I listen to and I cringe the least. Can anyone feel me on that? That yeah, sometimes you play back your own songs and you're like, oh, I hate that bit. Oh, I hate that bit. Oh, I don't like that bit. This one, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty solid. Nice work, Pete. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. High five, self. And then we go and we play. Anyway, let's play this song. It's called No Apologies. It goes like this. Maybe I spread things a little too thin. Maybe I'm trying too hard just to win. But my intentions are always the best. Maybe I don't always do what I say. Maybe the deadlines are missed by a day. But I'm here to tell you I'm trying to learn. And I'm running as fast as I can. But the work, it never ends. And I try to make amends. But it's not always easy. Maybe I'm biting off more than I chew. Maybe I need to be honest with you. But I just don't want to show any weakness. Maybe I need to step back for a while. Maybe I don't need to go one more mile, so I can keep my promise to you. And I'm running as fast as I can, but the work, it never ends. And I try to make amends, but it's not always easy. And I try to do everything I say, but I've only got one day today. Into the angsty 90s, muted power chords. When you think I've got it made, must be good to be this way. Look at what the people say. The roses have their thorns. My biggest critic wears the horns. I think it's time to slow it down. Now I can see the light, and now it's time to make things right for me and you. It's all that I can do. Squeak. Oh, I lost my master volume. I put the wrong button down. At the end of that one, there's a guitar squeak. I go, there's this really audible squeak on the recording, and I just left it in because why not? The chord was ringing out like the, and every time I tried to fade it, I lost that nice last chord. So I left it in, and now it's like my favorite little quirk in that song is that at the end it just goes squeak. It's a lot of fun. Oh, thank you, folks, for the appreciation. Thanks. Have a drink. You deserve it. You've watched like 9 songs now. You deserve a beverage. Oh, thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. Yeah, high five, self. I know you gotta love yourself. At the end of every video lately, I've been saying, be kind to yourself and to others, and that's probably my number one message at the moment. Is self-care and self-love, not that kind, mind out of the gutter, but self-care is so important because you can't, like, think about the plane. You know why they tell you to fit your own mask before you fit those around you? It's because if you ain't breathing, you can't help anyone else breathe. So, yeah, keep that in mind. If you aren't coping, then look after yourself first, and then you can help after other people. Then you can help other people. Red, I agree. Blue, let's finish off this one. At that time, got 15 minutes left. We'll get these last few in here. So, the next song, also from the EP called Maybe. My EP called Maybe. By the way, I've said this before, but the album artwork, if you check out the album art for Maybe, it's a sketch. And it was done by my daughter's friend, and it was done in about 10 minutes as a portrait of me on the back of a McDonald's napkin. At my daughter's birthday party, and she just like was there drawing, and I'm just sitting there going, this is not weird in the slightest. And then she hands it over to me. I'm like, that's so cool. I snapped a picture with my phone and just went, I'm going to do something with that. Came to release this EP, and I'm like, can I use that? I went to her and said, can I use that as my album cover? Got the approval. The rest is history. So yeah, if you check out my album cover, maybe that is a talented 10-year-old's artwork. All right. That's all right. You're allowed to be late. There's no rules around here. You can catch up on the replay. Let's play this next tune. Alrighty. So this one is one of the songs that is a hard one to play. So I don't know why I keep biting off more than I chew. Like I said in the last song, I tend to do that. But no apologies, right? But yeah, this is one that is hard to play. And I'll just make sure I'm in tune because I'll probably... I'm close enough. No one likes to hear people tuning. So this is the tune. We're now into my latest EP. So I released an EP that was kind of a compilation of all the songs that I'd written and not really ever kind of released. Some of them were released as singles, but I never sort of compiled them together. So the odds and ends, and it was called Own Battle. And I put it out last month, and this is one of the tunes from it. My mum loves this one, so shout out to my mum if you're watching, because it says that I should have listened to my mum, or that that mum was right, something like that. This is a tune called 6 and 8, and it's kind of the part 2, or part 1 really, of my Irish, not trilogy, because I only got 2. But I've got Irish drinking song, Drinking With You. I like to think that this is the precursor to that. So the couple that are in this story are then the ones that are hanging out drinking when they're older at the end of this song. So maybe I need to write a third one. But sadly, the third one might not go so well. If it's like, hey, we grow up, we have kids. Oh, we're hanging out drinking with you. And then it's like, oh, where does life go from there? Uh-oh. All right, anyway, let's play this one. It is called 6 and 8. You'd better dance while you've got the chance and have the talent. But I would rather sit and play with toys and hang out with the boys and start some trouble. So she dragged me away, all the while trying to say, son, there'll be time for all that, you better start dancing. Time after time we are standing in line and we're making the most of each rhyme. I'm happy to see that you're waltzing with me, dancing in 6 and 8 time. Now I found a reason I should dance. There would be romance around the corner. 10 years later we would be as one. A different kind of fun, but one that's lasting. Working, mortgage and kids, wouldn't change it for quids. Only wish there was more time to go dancing. Time after time we are standing in line and we're making the most of each rhyme. I'm happy to see that you're waltzing with me and we're dancing in 6 and 8 time. Now we're older, time is moving on, like a distant song you don't remember. But I know one thing that will never fade. The memories we've made will last forever. And my mother was right, and to my delight, now I can pass on her words to the next generation. Time after time we are standing in line and we're making the most of each rhyme. I'm happy to see that you're waltzing with me and we're dancing in 6 and 8 time. Yes, time after time we are standing in line and we're making the most of each rhyme. I'm happy to see that you're waltzing with me and we're dancing in 6 and 8 time. Yes, we're dancing in 6 and 8 time. We're dancing in 6 and 8 time. resonate time. 6 and H, the song and the time signature. In case I ever forget what I'm playing it in and singing it in and dancing it in, it's 6 and 8 time. We've got one song left and I'm going to have another beer. So I'll have a bit of a chat here to folks because we only have one song to finish off the hour, but cheers. Cheers. I hope you are enjoying the show, having a good day, having a good weekend. It's a Sunday afternoon here now, so I'm having a grand old time and enjoying playing some of these older songs that I haven't played in a while. Yeah, it's a challenge, but it's a good fun challenge, and it's hopefully it's resonating well with folks in the chat. Cheers to you. Yes, we'll have a red as well. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Tom. Thank you, Battalion. Jim's got to run. See you, Jim. Hope you are doing well. Gary says these two songs in the Irish theme are great. You should do another two. Yeah, maybe I need to. Oh, you know what I need to do? So drinking with you and the 6 and 8. Yeah, something in between. Some sort of yeah. So, like instead of doing a third song that's at the end, maybe I do one in between. One about like yeah, I don't know, marriage. I'm not actually Irish. I don't actually know. I don't actually know why I started writing these sort of more Irish drinking songs. I think it just just flowed, just worked. Alrighty. Yeah, so long distance call, that's all right. Go for it, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we've got the Irish, got the four-leaf clover thing going on there. And thank you. Yeah, the picture is very cool. And I love that. And thank you. Thank you. It is brilliant because it wasn't designed by me. The one album artwork that I really enjoy is the one that wasn't actually designed by me. So yeah, this is where we're at. Oh, thank you, Metalian. You're a bloody legend, mate. Thank you, appreciate that. Slipping 10 Canadian. What does it Gary call it? Loony bucks? Is that a derogatory term for Canadian money? Is that like us saying bucks or what do we say? Dollar bucks. That's a bluey thing, a kids cartoon thing. But no, thank you, Metalian. You are a wonderful supporter of the channel. It's a I think there was one week that you weren't there, and it just didn't feel right during the happy hour without Metalian there. So thank you. I do appreciate you, and thank you for everyone for being here. I didn't do the jukebox edition this week, but I'll probably return to that in future weeks because that was a lot of fun too, playing some cover songs. But today, I'll just be playing my own songs. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate having you here as well. And hello from Russia. Hello, Dima. Good to have you here on board. Scary avatar, but good to have you here. Alrighty. Oh, there's a loon on the dollar coin on our dollar coin. There you go. Gotcha. So that's what. Okay. Yeah. See, here in Australia, we have different things. Because I've got a minute, I'll show you. Assuming I have cash. Is anyone not really carrying much cash at the moment? I don't have a whole lot of need for it. But we have a couple of things. Do I have them? Yeah. So luckily, I've got one of each of these. So if here in Australia, our money is all colourful and delightful. So if you're paying someone, you're like, oh, you owe me $20. It's like, oh, okay, slip us a redback, would you? So that's a redback. That's our $20 note. And we call it a redback because it's red, and a redback is an Australian spider that will kill you, like most Australian spiders. So that's your redback. Our $50 note is yellow. What do you suppose we call our $50 note? Well, of course, don't you owe me $50, mate. Chip us a pineapple, would you? Yeah, that's our pineapple. So the yellow note is the pineapple. So yes, having colourful money is not only easy and identifiable, but you get to use cool slang terms to tell people when they owe you money. And no, I don't know why I keep saying people owe money. I don't owe anyone money, and I don't think anyone owes me any. But yeah, that's a redback. Yeah, go to the bar, grab a redback so you can buy a couple of drinks, or a pineapple if you're buying a big round. But again, don't use much in the way of cash these days. So there you go. I get partial credit for the artwork because you had the vision to incorporate the drawing. There you go. I'm like the producer, hey? I'm the producer of the album art. I didn't do the work. I just sat back and went, yes, that's good. Put it in. All right, cheers. What have we got? 5 minutes left. Oh, quick breather here. If anyone has any final questions or comments, I will play this last tune, and it is my favourite song to play. It's a very fun song to play, and this has been the Be Cool happy hour because be cool, right? We should all just be cool. Easier said than done sometimes in life at the moment, but yes, be cool. Loony, absolutely. Loony, apparently it's a loon. I want to get to Canada and I'll buy some things with loons, with some loonies. All right, now that I know that it's an okay term. Two Canadians have told me it's okay to say it, so it's not a bad thing. All right. Enough about learning about cash money. Let's jump in and play this last tune. This is again, most people that have been around the channel a while know that I love playing this song. This is our character again. So this is our character that I write about a lot. It's the character in Your Opinion. It's the character in For the Birds. It's a character in another song that I wrote called What You Deserve. I'm an angry person by the sounds of it. But I like to write these sort of songs because they're a way to express and to vent. I'm a fairly vanilla and sort of non offensive person, generally. But yeah, these are just my way of venting some of my frustrations. And again, this is no one person. So don't think, oh, is he writing that about me? No, it's probably not you. But it is a hybrid of characters, and this is probably my least favorite quality of folks who are never to blame. Anyone know anyone like this who goes through life and not my fault? I'm not to blame. You can't blame me for that. Yeah, not taking responsibility and ownership and accountability. They are absolute traits of mine that I like in people. People that are accountable and take ownership. If you don't take ownership and you're never to blame, this song is for you. Goes like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4. I crossed the road and never even looked one way. I always seem to know the perfect thing to say, and I don't even wave at other cars when I pass by. Don't have the time, you know I'm such a special guy. And all my friends are telling me that I should be ashamed. But I'm not even listening, cause I'm never to blame. I spend a fortune, but I never pay the tab. I just don't give a damn when I make other people mad. And I throw my fellow humans under buses when I can. It's dog-eat-dog out there, so why not man-eat man? And all my friends are telling me that I might be insane. But I'm not even listening, cause I'm never to blame. And people tell me that I'm such a selfish little man, but they're just jealous of the way I get just what I want, and everyone is telling me that I should be ashamed. They keep saying karma's catching up with you, my friend, and I don't hear it when they laugh at me and tell me you're so vain. Might take two to tango, baby, but I'm never to blame. To blame. I tried to change it up there for folks who I know I've heard that song a few times. Yeah, it went okay. Oh, that was never to blame. Let's turn down the guitar. Oh, we can unplug and we can take a breath. We've got like 2 minutes left here in the happy hour just to say our farewells and thank everyone for being here. I do appreciate that. And thank you to everyone. We've got Jeff Brush. Thank you to you, Gary Hubbs, Russ. We call a pound coin a nugget as it's gold. Oi, Chip, it's a nugget here. How much is a pint? It's 3 nuggets. It is. I have offended Canadians, Americans, New Zealanders, and now the British. So go me. Thank you for Tom for being here. Supermanny, thank you. Appreciate you. Lucas, thanks for being here. Thank you. Appreciate that. Pocket full of loonies and toonies. Oh, that's a different one, is it? That is a pretty cool name for money. 100%. Love it. Love it a lot. Yeah, I'm just coming through and making sure that everyone. I'm guessing is a toonie a $2 coin? Oh, that'd be cool. There you go. Do our coins have names? I don't think so. I don't remember calling our coins anything in particular. Yeah, lots of Canadians in the house. Hello to you. So thank you. You have the rand. Oh yeah, South Africa have the rand. I won't insult South Africa in any way because I'm already on a roll here. Thank you, Bob, for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you, Dima. Thanks for being here, and for Russ for being here as well. So we are at the 1 hour mark, and yeah, hope you enjoyed some of the original tunes. We'll be back with some covers and having some fun again next week. Who would have thought? In March, when we started the first happy hour, I think I checked and we're 22 happy hours in, which is both awesome and a little bit weird because yeah, and yes, Tom, you have the Benjamins, the $20 bill with Ben Franklin. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Yeah, so yes, everyone's money. You give money a name because it's fun to do that. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I will be back tomorrow for the GarageBand users among you. GarageBand Weekly will be a thing that will be happening. There's also some more videos that I'm recording later today and tomorrow, where I'm finishing off my Song Timber song. So just like Hold On was recorded last year, we'll have a new Song Timber song ready to go. It's a little bit heavier, and I blame Gary Hubbs and Jade Starr for the heavy influences this time around. So no singer songwriter acoustic version is really possible of the new song, although that sounds like a bit of a challenge, doesn't it? All right, I got to run before I turn into a pumpkin. Thanks everyone for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers, folks. Bye now.